You're welcome to this webinar. Okay, so I would be giving orders to join. I'll be giving 5 minutes. So I would love you to just pardon us for 5 minutes. By 4:05, we'll start, please. Just for others to join us in this meeting. Thank you very much and enjoy your stay. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I would love us to just, in few minutes, like 2 minutes, just introduce yourself in the chat box and where you're joining from. Introduce yourself in the chat box and we'll tell them where you're joining from. And I will be introducing myself first. My name is Ayola Adebayo and I'm joining you live at Akure, the city. Thank you very much. I want to welcome everyone. I want to welcome you all. I want to welcome Leader Glory Afolabi from Akure. And I want to welcome, Mary Jane is from Akuba Akoko. Thank you. Leader Kay Zebalogun from Akure. It's like Akure is winning. Is it only Akure that we have here? Okay, now we have Leader Temitope Olukoton from Iwele. We have Leader Fatima Raji from Akuba. That is beautiful. Beautiful people. We have Akintayo Hayomide from Akure. Akure is winning. Are you serious? I'm proud. Remember, we'll be having this webinar. Who can tell me the topic of this webinar? Who can remind me the topic of the webinar? The topic of the webinar is leveraging quality education as a catalyst for achieving the sustainable development goals. That is the topic we'll be working on today. That is the topic. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. So without further ado, I would love to introduce to the mic the team lead to give us a welcome address and the overview of the theme. The team lead in the...
Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction, Leader Ayola. I'm super excited to be here today. Good day, Adistigui, and I am the team lead of Ondo State SDSN Cohort 7. It gives me great joy to welcome you all to this long-awaited virtual advocacy webinar. We thank God for making today possible. It is a dream we have worked hard to bring to life. Our theme for today is leveraging quality education as a catalyst to attain other sustainable development goals. The first question we need to ask is, why quality education? Why not zero hunger? Why not climate change and other SDGs? The reason we've chosen this particular SDG goal is that quality education is not just the goal 4 of the Sustainable Development Goal, it is the foundation for achieving every other goal. Without education, how do we end poverty? How do we ensure gender equity? How do we promote innovation? And in fact, how do we ensure zero carbon emission? As John F. Kennedy said, our progress as a nation can be no swifter than our progress in quality education. Another reason is, according to the SDG 2025 Index report, countries like Finland, Sweden, Denmark, and Germany rank high. They rank very high on that report. And the sole reason for this is because they are able to leverage quality education. Now, let's talk about our country, Nigeria. What position is Nigeria on that index? Our beloved country, Nigeria, ranked 147th out of 193 UN member states with a total score of 54.6868. This shows we still have a very long way to go, and we all can achieve this together. We all have roles to play as individuals, heads of businesses, heads of schools, heads of companies, and anywhere we head, leaders, civil societies, students, anywhere we are, we all have our various roles to play in ensuring that we have a transformative educational system by making it inclusive, relevant, and sustainable. Because when education thrives, other goals follow. Once again, I warmly welcome everyone. And of course, our speakers are very knowledgeable ones. They are experts in the field of sustainable development. We did not just choose speakers randomly. We chose speakers that are highly intellectual, and they are going to deal with this topic effectively. Thank you.
Wow. I expect a very beautiful round of applause for the Ondo State team lead. Give her a round of applause. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Thank you so much, my leader. We really appreciate you. Thank you for hosting us. Thank you for this initiative, and thank you for the webinar. Without further ado, so that we won't just waste our time, I would love to introduce the first speaker. Our first speaker is a renowned community organizer and a development expert, driving positive change in Nigeria and beyond, with certifications from IAGA Africa and the National Endowment for Democracy. He excels in community mobilization, policy advocacy, and democratic governance. I expect a round of applause. I'm expecting you to keep clapping for this person. His achievements include serving on Nigeria's National Youth Policy Review Committee and being a fellow of the Policy and Legal Advocacy Center and the Commonwealth Youth Gender and Equality Network. He represents Nigeria in the Youth Sounding Board membership of the Community of Democracy. 2027, which means he's still active. Do you understand? And leads impactful programs at Ondoshi Madara Youth Organization, focusing on good governance, youth empowerment, and civic participation. He is also recognized as a full BLK member, a United Nations Human Rights Fellow, and AACA Alumni of the Year. He has recently joined the UN 60 Bridge African Community as a leader, representing Nigeria. Wow. People are not clapping for this man, or else he will not just come up. Representing Nigeria at the University Mohammed VI Polytechnic in Morocco. As a bridger, he will continue to It contributes to innovative solutions and collaborative efforts, shaping Africa's future. With a beautiful round of applause, with a standing ovation, with a smile on your face, let's welcome Leader Emmanuel Ajay. Leader Emmanuel, the floor is yours. Thank you very much for coming. Really appreciate it.
Hello. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Please confirm if you can hear me first and foremost.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone from here. I hope we're all doing great, and I'm more than delighted to be here today. I'm even in a conference at the moment, but I had to excuse myself for this. I'm more than delighted to be here, and kudos to the organizers and the team for reaching out to me to be part of this. You know, most of the work that I do revolves around the intersection of the Sustainable Development Goals. And one of those goals that I cherish so much and I'm passionate about is the SDG 4, which is quality education. And over the past, I think, 4 years, I've been doing a lot of work in local communities, ensuring that we are promoting quality education and also supporting quality education. So this evening, it's going to be beyond just the regular presentation. For me, I see this as a brief conversation that we're going to have with ourselves. You know, quality education, what is quality education in itself? You know, so we are just going to do justice to the topic. And what I have here with me today is leveraging quality education as a catalyst for achieving the sustainable development goals. And I'll be doing justice to that. So basically, I want us to understand something today, that without education, there is no society. Without education, there is no society. Also, Another thing that is worth noting is that education is not just about going to school. Education is a system, you know. It's not just going to school. Going to school is never enough, but the application of what you have been taught in school is what matters. And I'll be doing a whole lot of justice to that. So I'm trying to check my topic to see. Okay, I'll be sharing my insight on learning that meets everyone where they are, which is quality education for reduced inequalities. Now, I'll be doing a lot of storytelling around the impact work that we've been doing. I'm a member of the Ondo network, YALI, that's Young African Leaders Initiative in those states. I'm a member, and I would say over the past few years, let me say about 3 years, we've been consistently supporting quality education in local communities. We do quality education drive every year, where we go to local communities, identify the problems in the community, especially as regards children in the underserved community, supporting them with the relevant things that they need to be properly educated. Been doing this for the past 3 years, and now that I'm in Abuja, we've also I've also I didn't stop. We're also doing some work at the IBT camp in Durumi, where we are working on a project called REL, Read, Eat, and Learn, where we are empowering children of the underserved communities. Many of them were displaced from their various communities, and we've been supporting them by giving them quality education. Even though they've been displaced, we are putting it upon ourselves to ensure that we go to them where they are, train them, equip them, because the truth is, the youth and are not, they used to say something that children are the leaders of tomorrow, or what do they call it? So if they are the leaders of tomorrow and we do not equip them with quality education, then there would be a problem. So I'll be doing, so please confirm if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes, we
Can you
can hear
hear
you.
me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay,
You.
so first of all, what is quality? First of all, to confirm if you can hear me. Education is often described as the great equalizer, yet in reality, it can also become the greatest divider when learning systems are not inclusive. Examine how education can intentionally designed to meet learners where they are. So what we're saying is irrespective of maybe you're in the village or you are in you are in the IDP camp or you are anywhere you are, education should meet you there. You know, should stop. Education is supposed to be a right. Like just like our fundamental human right. It is supposed to be a right, like right to be educated. Because without education, there is nothing that can become of our society. Without education, our society will crumble. The leaders that we have of today, if they were not educated yesterday, they cannot be where they are today. And for those of us that have been educated, for us to get to where we want to be tomorrow, quality education is what we first and foremost need. Like I earlier said, investing in quality education is investing in the community. Now, according to UNESCO, over 258 million children are out of school globally. That is to say that all over the world, we still have a whole lot of children that do not even have access to quality education. And this is a very big challenge. And that's why you see a whole lot of organizations, non-profit organizations, civil society organizations like Yali Network and many others do a whole lot of work at quality education local community. What is reduced inequalities, first of all? This has to do with, how am I going to put it now? Let me say, being in the underserved community, for example, is a typical example of that. Education is education that is relevant, that is inclusive, that is engaging, and that builds world competence and leads to meaningful opportunities. So before you can even talk about opportunities or any other thing that is great that can come out of education, quality education in itself is education that is relevant. It is education that is inclusive. Now, when we talk about inclusive, inclusive has to do with every category and yes, every category, whether it's the local community, whether it's the rural or urban area. So that's what quality education is all about. And reduce inequalities, that's SDG 10, talks about ensuring equal access, representation, and opportunity for all, regardless of gender, regardless of disability, regardless of background, regardless of your income, regardless of your language or geography, ensuring equal access. Over the years, for me, I'll just do a little bit of storytelling here because I know I do not have much time. 20 minutes is, for me, very short. The shortest speaking engagement I've ever had, I think, was around 30.
Anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I think it is next.
A little bit of storytelling around the work that has been done in the past 3 years around quality education. So for the past 3 years, what we've been doing, for me as an SDG4 advocate, we have been able to identify communities in my state, through the organization that I'm a member with, like I said, Yali Network Ondo. We already been able to identify the problem statement that, okay, in so and communities, they do not have access. They cannot even afford to buy school uniform, books, sandals, learning materials. Some of them cannot even afford tuition. So over the years, we put it upon ourselves to ensure that we are deliberately investing in the lives of the younger generation. Because in the truest sense, there is nothing good that can come out of them if there is no great investment in their quality education as children that they are. Because the children of today are the ones that will become either the leaders of tomorrow or the armed robbers of tomorrow or the kidnappers of tomorrow. You cannot expect someone that has been properly educated to start going to the streets to rob. You can't expect a properly educated person to become a bandit. You can't expect a properly educated person to be a Boko Haram member. Quality education sets an individual apart. So we have been doing this on Yali Network Ondo, and even much more beyond Yali Network Ondo. Like I said, we've identified local communities that we've been reaching out to over the past 3 years. We've been to about, I think this year also, we're working on going to another school. Last year we did the same, where we were able to support over 50 to 100 children in the local community with learning materials, just giving them an avenue and an opportunity to, to receive quality education. Another thing I want us to take note of is digital media. What is digital media? Digital media is just Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and all of it that we have. We really need to understand as young people and as advocates, because I assume that most of us that are here are advocates and intellectuals that most likely would be interested in pushing the quality education agenda, should understand that digital media is one of the biggest platforms that you can ever use to push the quality and education agenda or the SDG agenda or the SDG4 agenda. How do I mean? You can use your platform to talk about quality education. One, two, you can use your platform to 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 to, to raise funds. To raise funds for quality education. It's not just about complaining about the problems that we have that are existing in our community. It's also about us identifying the problem, finding a way to address the problems that are existing. You know, so moving forward, I'm in Abuja now at the moment, and we have been working on a project with children in the internal displaced persons camp. That's they call them IDP camp. These are children that they were in their communities, some in Borno State, some in Kaduna State, some in Kano State. They became victims of insurgencies and bandits that destroyed their communities. And then the government made a provision for a whole lot of them in various international displaced persons camps across the nation. So we've taken it upon ourselves that, okay, fine, we know that these children have already been traumatized from the problem that they have faced over the years. Imagine a small child, some of them are orphans, some of them have lost their children, their siblings, some of them have lost their parents. But we have taken it upon ourselves as advocates for a better society and advocates for quality education that we would invest in their quality education by what? Going to them regularly to teach them about not just education alone, but to teach them about leadership, to teach them on skills development, to teach them on personal development, and we also support their education with some feeding and some other activities. So quality education is not the job of the government alone. It's not just the government alone that would be involved in investing in the education of maybe the children or the adults. It is a collective responsibility of myself and yourself. If you have a platform, what are you using that platform to do to promote quality education? Like I have used my platform severally to raise funds to pay school fees for children. I've used my platform to promote quality education. I have used my platform to speak in favor of quality education, to support quality education and all of that. So I believe that this conversation may end today, but for each and every one of us that are here, I want us to understand that the only way that the world can become a better place is when myself, yourself, and each and every other person works together to making the world a better place. Quality education is nothing much more than giving people from the local, whether you are a black person, whether you are a white person, whether you are a blue person, you need to give them that access to be able to learn, to be able to read, to be able to write, to be able to speak. Because if we are not investing our time and our resources into quality education, we are going to be sitting on a keg of gunpowder. So for me, this is not a presentation. For me, this is an opportunity for me to just um, encourage us that are on the call to make responsible use of our platform to promote quality education, because the bedrock of any society is education. Without education, the society will be in shambles. Now, I wouldn't want to say in context, but you and I know that there are some states in the country that they. So I think I'll do to end here. Then something, and I'm open to your questions. I'm here to answer your questions if you have questions.
Let's give leader Emmanuel a round of applause. Leader Emmanuel Ajay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for pouring out everything that we need to know. Now, I'm proud to tell you people that I am also a member of Yali Network Ondo. And what we have been doing, just like he has said, giving back to the community, trying to promote education. There is something that he said that actually resonates well with me. He said something, he said that education is not about going to school. Can you imagine? It's not even about going to school at all. So just like someone says that you need to learn, relearn and unlearn. It's not even about going to school. We have some educated illiterates. Yes. Education is not even about going to school. It's about implementing what you have learned. It's not even what you have learned in school. for what you have learned. That is beautiful. Mr. Emmanuel, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you very much. Really appreciate you. I hope you will still be in the call later till after the second speaker, because we'll be introducing the second speaker right now. And after the second speaker, will be giving the room for questions and answers. I hope
Yeah.
you can still hang on us, please. Don't leave us yet, because we have questions.